saw from Gen G, looking to prioritize picks rather than go for counter picks on the red side with their Camille and Syndra picks that they did the last time. And we have Jarvan. Jarvan support.
Yeah.
This is I mean, is that Spirit? Like, who is playing support right now for the side of Gen G? Support Jarvan is something we have not seen in a long time, and when it was played, it was AP. You go for the stopwatch early, you look to poke with your flags, and of course you have fantastic engage, and you're kind of just like a suicide cataclysm bot. But very interesting picks coming out here from Gen G.
This is really, really interesting. It feels like it's a pick that's designed to be very frustrating to deal with in the lane, be oppressive, make it so that Gumayusi can't actually snowball the lane. You know, Faker versus Syndra in the mid lane shouldn't be a lane where he gets insane priority like he did last game. So there's a lot of ways to really limit the effectiveness of what can be a scary early snowball. Also, GEN, not a champion that's going to snowball the same way that the Aphelios that he played previously will. The Gragas is a safe matchup for the Renekton, but this is really about team fighting for T1, and Jarvan's ultimate is going to disrupt a lot of that as well. This is going to be such an interesting game that we're about to watch. This draft feels very much even across the board from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Very true. I'm just laughing because of the Airy Jarvan looking to poke out Gumayusi right from the get-go. Definitely, okay, misses there. Definitely something that can offer you some early game poke against the lane with the Jhin against the Kalista, which should do pretty well with that range advantage. See big trades here in the mid lane. Faker's got to be careful, looking to try to force out that flash, but Faker very calmly just going to sidestep the orb. As level 2 hit here first down in the bottom side. This looking to get on top of Gumayusi now with the ignite. The flash comes in and life is just going to get first blood onto Gumayusi. And say what you will about support Jarvan, but it just got first blood onto a really strong player.
Yeah, onto the player who dominated last game. It's been 275 days up queues. It's been fairly even so far. So a little mild caster curse as he does get hit by the stun.
Yeah, I mean, if there's going to be a player that's confident in the mid lane, it is going to be Faker. And nice little bait coming in here from Kana. He's looking to turn the tables from game number 1. Rascal is going to get that double slice and dice away, and he's still got flash available, but he doesn't use it and gets engaged upon by the flash from the Pantheon. And so Rascal thinking that his flash, but still a lot of pressure can be put on in there, and it ended up that BDD actually did have to back because he was reading the pressure from LM around that area. Now, the reason they're dropping this Rift Herald up top is because of the amount of damage they've already done to this turret. They want to get Rascal out of lane, but the TP is coming in already with the Pantheon, so T1 will look to turn this one around. 3v2 for now. We got Syndra coming up, but it might be too little too late. Under the turret, just gonna sweep them both up, and even though the turret does go down, that is 2 kills to the side of T1.
Yeah, I think it's a trade you definitely want to take if you're T1. You're very happy with how this went. It was very well reacted to as well, as kind of started to trade as the
ability against Azir Pantheon. A very kind of over-aggressive maneuver there from BDD. He was never going to get that kill, as, oh man, Kana just barely not able to get away with that recall. Looks like he's probably dead, especially with BDD rotating up the river. Not even going to need him. He's just going to waste some more time here. Still alive, actually.
He dodged.
And if he runs this down, he might actually be able to get an execute.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Trying to bait that out. Wants to go up the top side.
Sad cat. I think he's going to get the execute.
Yeah, I think he will.
Unbelievable. You know, the funny thing is...
over here. He's going to Gale Force on top of Rascal, keep his distance. They want to fight it front to back. As Rascal does take a bunch of damage, but T1 a little bit too scared to get in there. They have that Azir turret to be let down as tons of damage being poked out onto Rascal. And Gen G say they do not want to engage onto this just yet. Combo here onto the Renekton, who's losing health, has to flash away. Opening up now is Gumayusi, and Gen G say we want to just disengage. Faker going very aggressive. Olaf just standing up to him and taking the fight, but Keria in the backline creating a lot of space for his team. But I don't know if they have the damage here. This is looking way too good for Gen G as T1 overextend into the team fight, and Gen G will eventually stand up to them. Triple kill going the way of Olaf as they take a massive team fight.
Massive team fight. This is the team fight they were looking for. They forced control of they forced actually, first of all, Kana to be relevant in mid. He actually came down to be mid because it looked like they might try to force a Baron fight. They had that cleared out, right? And that's where I was talking about Rascal getting value in the side lane. So he was off on the side during all of that. And you watch the mini-map here. Okay, we're actually zooming into the fight a little bit earlier, but he was off on the side here trying to force this fight. The reaction that T1 has is a common one, right? It's a pretty smart reaction. Okay, we can't let Rascal out here farming for free. He's actually very overextended. But they're so far ahead that he's so survivable. The rotation speed over for Gen G, which is their plan all along, is very, very quick. And at this moment, it feels like if you paused it there, it'd feel like, okay, well, T1's got this fight. How did they lose this? But the Ragnarok, you talked about it, he stands right up to Faker. The Emperor's Divide is just not going to hit anybody. Golden Life and Klid is up there at the front. Meanwhile, the front to back that's happening with the very, very far ahead front of T1 is just going to mean that this fight goes Gen G's way, and Faker's just not able to do anything that he was looking for there in that fight. The was actually a pretty cool near kill there to watch. But sadly, they don't get the kill, and the push continues, and it's a Baron buff push. Now, can they push an inhibitor here? That's the big question. With the advantage they have, I think they certainly can.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got 15 minutes on the Baron. They get the knock up here onto the Pantheon. They CC him from 100 to 0. So no shield comes out and no survivability for LM, who has not been able to be as proactive on the Pantheon in this game. As now going on in, Faker going to try to separate the Renekton, but he gets separated himself. As Gen G looking to push the issue here. They want to win the game right here, right now. Gumayusi in the Cataclysm. No escape for him, as Keria is going to be run down by Ruler, who is incredibly strong.
Up at a Ruler, he's crushing his turrets.
Oh, stun now onto Keria. He is absolutely dead. They trade it back for the Jarvan, but with full health now onto Ruler. He's just looking to take out the turrets. Another kill onto the Pantheon here, as they do have to back away. Look at Kana desperately trying to clear out these waves. He's still on the run, trying to buy some time for his team. And it looks like he may have just done it. Ruler is going to have to back away. Of course, Kana will lose his life, but it is a good sacrifice just to try to stay in this game.
Crazy.
Now pushing forward. He's moving in. He's got that Ren set onto many members, and with the stun coming in, does he have the damage? He has to go into that stopwatch. Here comes Rascal trying to buy themselves some time, as it will be a trade of kills. Gumayusi incredibly low, but he is still going to stay alive just barely. He's got the minions on him. Uh-oh, he's going to die to the minions.
Oh, Rascal.
And that might mean that Rascal can push in.
Yeah, he certainly is going to try for it. Problem is, Pantheon's going to ult in, and I think they might have overstayed their welcome here, Valdez. It's still very close. The minions, there's just so many.
LM is like, I don't know if I can actually go in on this. I got to be careful. He's desperately trying to clear out these minions. I don't think they have enough auto attack damage onto the Nexus is the problem. Litho is coming on in. Kana back into the game. LM still stays alive. As trying to get in there is Keria. He's not able to get the kill. And that means that also Kana not able to do enough here. And with only LM alive, I think that finally Gen G have been able to push in and secure the victory here. Game over is called by LM, and that will be the case. We are going to a game number 3 in this series.
Two amazing T1 series leading into this week. The first one against Hanwha Life, the second one obviously against Damwon Kia, and now it can happen, but look at the support damage difference. You can see so much impact out of Life in this game, and he got that first blood. He did so much to impact a lot of those team fight setups, including the one that we saw at the very, very end there to close out the game. BDD having a much better time in this matchup against Faker. I talked about it from the get-go. Like, how does this game look when you have mid-priority? How much can Pantheon really do around the map? And the answer was not a whole lot, sadly. So really well executed by Gen G here. I'm very excited for a third game.
Yeah, it'll be curious to see who is going to get the jump in that game number 3. But guys, we are going to go to another quick break. When we come back, the final game of this best of 3. Don't go anywhere.